Let's remain standing as we take the opening prayer, the national anthem. Let's the national anthem, please. Hello, the national anthem. Thank you. Let's have our seats. As I call on Mr. I didn't know for the opening prayer.
Yes, Father, we thank you for the gift of life and for making this position a reality. Accept our thanks in Jesus' name. We thank you for granting our guest lecturer another dignity, safety to this place. Father, we adore your name. Be exalted in the name of Jesus. We commit this program into your hand. Father, take absolute control. In the end of the program, let's have cause to glorify the holy name. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed.
I'd like to welcome everybody to this event, the 8th edition of the Registry lecture. Now I'd like to establish the protocol for the day. Our dear promoter, His Excellency Chief Secretary of CFR PhD in absentia, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah Oyinlola, His Excellency Prince Olagunsoye, former Executive Governor of Osun State, and our distinguished guest lecturer, Professor Pierre Okobo, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Mr. Aditi S. Tafa, the Registrar, Mr. Shino Arekodi, the University of Osun, Dr. Felicia Yusuf, the University Librarian, Deans and Directors of the University present, Heads of departments and other units in the university present, professors here present, the principal of Bellstech schools present, staff and students of Bellstech University of Technology, Utah. Our dear pupils from the Bellstech schools, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Let's welcome the National Education and Media Staff for it. Welcome, my friends.
Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure on behalf of the Registry Department to welcome you all to the 8th Registry lecture holding today, Wednesday, 22nd of May 2022. I have great honor and privilege to also welcome our distinguished guest lecturer, former governor of Osun State, Ms. Olagunsoye Oyinlola. Welcome, sir. I particularly thank the guest lecturer for honoring us with his esteemed presence to deliver this lecture in person. And we are very proud to be associated with him, sir. Our indefatigable Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah, who want to make this day possible through support in all the areas of support needed, not just as giving us that support. Thank you very much, sir. I also express our sincere appreciation to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Okobo, for honoring us present, the boss of the University, Mr. Shana Adekoto, the University Librarian, Dr. Felicia. So all the days here present, including Professor Hector. Very grateful to welcome you all to the 8th lecture with the topic Foundational Strategy for Establishing Great University, the Osun Experience. No doubt, the topic is going to elicit discussion, questions and answers during the presentation. May I, on behalf of the University Department, welcome all of you, all the staff, all the students present here in this hospital. Still present. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much. Next is to call on the University Vice Chancellor, Professor Oyinlola, for his good message.
Thank you very much for that. Permit me to stand on the already well established protocol and to key in the Registry and Security Council by welcoming every one of us to this lecture. Thank you all for being around. So, on behalf of the University Management, staff, and students of Bellstech University of Technology, I have great pleasure to welcome you all to the 8th annual lecture of the Registry of Bellstech University of Technology. I won't go also the history because I've had about an hour chat with His Excellency, and he has had the opportunity of going around the campus, playing exactly where we started from, and being his first time in Bellstech. He has learned from our environment. He has visited everywhere. However, so we started 2005, and we are moving, and we are still moving on. The university registry is the arm of the services of various bodies, and it keeps records and traditions of our institution. Let me describe the registry as the engine room of this university. They are the governance and management of this university, the custodian of our statutes and symbols, the custodian of our assets, the memory of our and all our databases. They keep up. Hence, they are usually those who are constantly those behind the mask who see everything. So the registry, therefore, is an essential department in this university, and they are proved to be so. It is fascinating then to appreciate the fact that the University Registry is hosting its 8th annual lecture, especially this particular one, which addresses a very germane topic: foundational strategies for establishing great universities. The UniOsun example. I see this topic and every word in this topic as a key word: foundational strategies, establishing and universities as keywords for this lecture. The foundation was properly checked. When they build the bungalow, the depth of foundation is shallow. In a 3-story building, the foundation must be very deep. So I'm sure our lecturer today will be teaching us to what foundations must lay to establish a great university. Again, the Baker reference has it that well. The foundation must be solid, it's either rock or sand. And believe me, if they are not built on sand, it might fall. But if you build on rock, that's a solid foundation. Whatever strategies we need to have, we need to put in place to establish a great university, I'm sure it will be unfolded from front to us today. Again, permit me to especially welcome our guest lecturer, the big fish, His Excellency Prince Olagunsoye, Oyinlola, former executive governor of Osun State, whom I'm particularly glad to note that our paths crossed at some point in the past. And I've told you while discussing that I've had contact with him both at close range and at a long range. And he asked, I hope you are pleasant. So as I will get to know when we get here. So I kept it from him. It was in 2008, 2010 that we met while I was serving as Deputy Vice Chancellor of Bellstech. And the first short range I had with you was during a budget defense. The budget defense, we came in full force to deliver our budget. And you, in a characteristic manner, you are straight-faced, looking at us right eyeball to eyeball, as if what are we here to see. We presented our very large budget, and you smiled. You said, oh, that's quite nice VC. Your VC said it's only to talk. So I went to town that it's a University of Technology, and it's capital intensive. I justified every point on our budget. And he told me, young man, are you married? Don't answer me. If you have 4 children and you are 10 naira, and one comes up and says he wants 8 naira, another one 6 naira, another one 5 naira, the other one 9 naira. How do you distribute that? And remember, as a father, you must have a little left. So the man was asked for 8 naira, we have to give you 2 naira. And you put that man at home. I told the gentleman, even as a married man, you must keep some money in your pocket. Because no one asks for 8 naira, they fall sick the next moment, and you need money to take care of him. And then he said, this commissioner for His Excellency teaching me a lesson of a lifetime. I've applied that to Bellstech. You can't spend more. If you spend, you have to meet someone. The second one was in 2010, and that was memorable for me. In 2010, there was a crisis between Oyo and Osun involving Bellstech. Oyo removed the Vice Chancellor, Professor B.D. Adeleke, and you were the visitor to the university. Now Deputy Vice Chancellor. And immediately, Oyo State appointed Professor Nassar as the Vice Chancellor, acting Vice Chancellor. And you, sir, appointed me as acting Vice Chancellor. And I had over the weekend, I had to wait to get the announcement. And you can guess what that is. I'm from Oyo State, you are from Osun State, and you are appointing me as acting Vice Chancellor. Oyo State is appointing as acting Vice Chancellor. And they have 2 pilots in the plane? No. And so it began, the saga began. And I had to run from that post to hide my hair. Because Oyo State had to call me to order. But one thing that is true about that is this. By the regulations of the statutes of the university, when the Vice Chancellor steps aside, the DVC takes over, whatever it takes. Which exactly was what you did, according to the DVC as the acting Vice Chancellor. But I dare not take over that position. If I had done that, I would not be alive today. Our best lecturer is a detribalized Nigerian. He is a detribalized Nigerian. I'm sure you never checked whether I was from Osun State or Oyo State here to make the appointment. You went straight by the road. There is stickler to procedures and processes. That is who you are. Highly principled and very open. You're a very consistent fellow. I can now say this, having known from those 2 backgrounds. And it appears to everyone as if I had a contact with you before then. Your stories had it and goes everywhere. That I visited Osun about 9 times. And sometimes in the night. But I never visited at night. For those 9 times, I was doing something different. In Osun, thank God I was doing something good. But I would have told them what I was doing. And it was there all over. Now, someone to the secretariat to come and explain what I was doing to 9 times. That's the story from that day. I justified it. You should tell them. I'm sure of who you are, sir. And the last 1.5 hours, we've been discussing and confirm every story that we have heard about you. Thank you, sir, for being who you are. My best lecturer of today is a master of the day, someone who must stand for. He has seen it. He established Osun State University. He will tell us more about that. The controversial Osun State University investment started. There are pessimistic write-ups about that. We all read it. You knew about it. So you have seen it. You did it. You established a university from the scratch to the consternations of those who felt it was not possible. And you are still doing it. Because you are establishing a university of your own. And permit me to say this also. That the reason for establishing that university touches me a lot. From what I heard, your father is well known. You are also well known. But your mother's name appears not to show anywhere. So you want to leave a legacy. Establishing a university to bear your mother's name. I think that's the key. You need to give a round of applause for that. Our guest lecturer is a very thoughtful fellow. Deep in every sense of it. And I think those who invited you must have thought it through properly. I must confess that when I was told that you are being invited for this lecture, I had my doubts. And I almost discouraged them because to bring someone like you for this lecture, you must have done, maybe you went to the mountains, maybe you had to fast, maybe you had to do something. But somehow, some way, you agreed to come and you are here. So I want to thank you very much for taking time and for your patience. You have shown us today that you are a very patient fellow, and we thank you for that. Permit me also to especially recognize our promoter, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, just here for PhD. He promised to be here. Last night at about 9:30 p.m., he called me. And in his characteristic way, he said, "Listen." I said, "Yes, sir." Sir. He said, "I have your guest lecturer here with me. And whenever I speak, you don't just listen." So without to give you a shock, I was waiting for the shock. I thought he would say, the guest lecturer will not come. So I already missed the heartbeat. But he told me, "I promised you I'll be around. I will not be around." And I've seen it on the news that we'll be giving a keynote address this morning at 9 a.m. So I will be there. But I might meet you along the line. When I finish that, I'll take next flight. I'll be on my way. So he is here because in spirit, and I'm sure he will be on the spirit very soon. And I pray the lecture of the Lord will not for him to meet us here. So I want to recognize our promoter and thank him for being there for us all the time. He saved us money again yesterday because we were supposed to accommodate the guest lecturer and his team. So he took over that from us. I want to thank our best promoter for that. In closing, let me congratulate the registrar and secretary to council, his lieutenants, the members of the local organizing committee, especially Alupa, for this beautiful outing. Like I said earlier on, the guest lecturer is what is meant to. He has a good sense of humor. And I'll just give you one or two of them quickly. The first was, he said, if you are not married, your in-law cannot die. Your in-law cannot die. If you are not married, you will be. And I recall that those of us who are sitting next to him, at first we kept quiet. But when it sang to you now, you have to ask, if you are not married, your in-law cannot die. Yes, true now. You are not married, who will die? Your in-law cannot die. Distinguished and gentlemen, I'm sure we are out. And we are in for a very great time. I wish us all happy listening as we glean from the wealth of knowledge and experience of our guest lecturer. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Please, another round of applause for me. Thank you for well presented movement message. I will now call on Mrs. Dunet and to take us deep into this network by giving the citation of the guest.
Honor, I invite His Excellency, Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, forward for his citation. Please sit down. Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, fondly called Dagon, within his family circle, was born on Saturday, February 3rd, 1951, in Ogun, Olagunsoye local government area of Osun State, into the Sorry about that. Okay, I'll take it again. Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, family called Dagon, within the family circle, was born on Saturday, February 3rd, 1951, in Ogun, Olagunsoye local government area of Osun State, into the royal family of Oyinlola family. His father, late Oba Moses Oyewole Oyinlola, was the Olu of Ogun between 1934 and 1960, and has a record of a peaceful and a successful reign. Ogunsoye's mother, late Olori Comfort Ololade Oyinlola, hailed from Atam, Ayegbaju. Her family migrated from Atam, Ayegbaju to settle in Ogun. Olagunsoye Oyinlola's mother died in 1959 when he was barely 8 years old, while his father died a year later. Following the loss of both parents at a very tender age, the task of nurturing him fell on the elderly members of his family. The formative stages of his educational career, saw him attending 4 primary schools between 1958 and 1963. He, however, completed his primary education at St. Michael Primary School, Ogun, in 1963. He thereafter proceeded to Odoti Grammar School, Ogun, where he obtained his Western Secondary Certificate in 1968. Out of his love for the military profession, he got enlisted into the Nigerian Army in 1969 as a private soldier and was posted to the Signal Corps, then headed by late General Murtala Rama Mohammed. Though he had earlier turned down an admission offer into the Ahmadu Bello University area as a result of his love for the uniform. He later attended the Nigerian Defense Academy as a participant in the Short Service Corps 11 and was commissioned as an officer in 1971. Into the Armored Corps of the Nigerian Army at the prime age of 20. In quest for knowledge, he attended the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, where he had a diploma in international relations. Later obtained his MSc degree in Defense Studies in 1988. In 1999, His Excellency, in consideration of the fact that knowledge is power, attended the University of Ibadan, where he added yet another master's degree in strategic studies. To his academic achievements. Not satisfied with this, he proceeded to Buckingham University, United States, where he graduated in law in He had a fulfilled career in the military. He trained at the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, as well as Command Staff College, Jaji, where he served as a directing staff. Yeah. And also in the United States. Okay. Prince Oyinlola was at the National War College, Abuja, where he was awarded the fellowship of the War College in 1998. He served meritoriously in various capacities as troop leader, squadron leader, battalion commander, brigadier commander, acting general officer, commanding and military administrator. Extreme success is recorded by Prince Oyinlola in the military, and his humanity and level-headedness saw him being appointed the Ministry Administrator of Lagos, a position he held from December 1993 till August 1996. He bowed out of military service as a brigadier general in 1999. Prince Oyinlola's ferret into politics led to him being elected as the executive governor of Osun State. From 29th May 2003 to November 26, 2010. As governor of Osun State, he embarked on several welfare schemes and developmental programs designed to improve the living standard of the populace. The programs of his administration accorded priority attention to the provision of potable water, transportation, agriculture, health, education, security, poverty alleviation, and job creation. It is also a record that Prince Oyinlola handled the intricate acts of governance with commendable zeal, commitment, and dedication. The various state of successes recorded by his administration in Osun State were due largely to teamwork and the ability of the governor to carry everybody along in the scheme of things. Prince Oyinlola, a gifted and a talented manager of human and material resources, is a man with immeasurable native wisdom. He utilized his ability in handling of state matters to the admiration of the citizens. He transformed Osun State, which inherited as a theater of conflicts and seemingly irreconcilable differences, into a modern and a peaceful state, which was in a public struggle. Former Governor Oyinlola was able to steer the ship of the state to the total admiration of all, convincingly exhibiting a responsive and responsible leadership style that stood him out as an achiever and a self-patriot. The then Osun State government, under his leadership, had utilized to the greater advantage of the citizenry the principle of visioning and planning. He was able to open up the states to the local and international community, utilizing culture and tourism, which grew rapidly during his tenure. He was also the prime architect of the first global conference of Black nationality, a curriculum of slavery, slave trade, and its consequences, which was held in Osun State from 23rd to 27th August 2011. And commenced plans for hosting the World Summit of Black Leaders in Osun State. Prince Oyinlola is utilizing his warm and friendly disposition to cultivate friendship even beyond the shores of Nigeria, thus placing the Center for Black Culture and International Understanding as a vantage position for development. He also led his decision to honor the request of Osun State's people by establishing Osun State University. However, the vision was making it a model to be copied by all, especially in excellence and sustainability. A recognition of his outstanding contribution to the development of humanity, Prince Oyinlola was in April 2004 conferred with the following honorary doctorate degrees. Honorary doctorate degree in civil law by the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Doctor of Letters degree of the Federal University of Technology, Bina, Niger State, Doctor of Laws degree, honoris causa from prestigious Buckingham University, United Kingdom, in February 2007. Doctor of Law degree, honoris causa from Osun State University. Another doctorate degree in civil law from Leeds University, Ibadan, in 2010. Prince Oyinlola is also a fellow Chartered Institute of Arbitrator and a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Management and of Management, Nigerian Institute of Management. His quest to further positively contribute to the educational landscape led him to establish the Oyinlola College of Basic Medical Science in Ogun, and work is at advanced stage towards the establishment of the Oyinlola University in honor of the late mother. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome with us our guest lecturer for the 8th Registry lecture of Bellstech University of Technology, Osun. His Excellency, Prince Olagunsoye.
Please be seated. First, let me apologize for the very lengthy citation. I think that was within some time ago. I gave an abridged version to be sent to the Registry. I don't know what I guess somebody was listening to me when I get back. Let me start this presentation by thanking the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, the BBC, let me say the staff and students of the university. I want to thank you all, and especially the Registrar, for finding me worthy, suitable for this lecture series of the university, and for also giving me the opportunity to visit for the first time this great institute for the university. I do have a there about Pastor to almost everywhere on the globe. Never had us to follow him to this institution. And indeed, very, very grateful. I do hope that the presentation today will serve the purpose for which the lecture series were initiated. That is, to build capacity for professional administrators and to impact positively on the university system. As you are told, the topic for today is foundational strategies for establishing great universities, the UniOsun program. The scope of delivery that we have in the lecture paper will take us through the beginning of the planning for the university, the preliminary papers that were assembled, starting out to build the university, The approval from the National University Commission funding, that is the initial take-up funding, then go to the sustainable funding strategy. We will touch on the accreditation of programs, take up very stable academic calendar, the future of the university. Criticism, I had a lot of that. I had load of criticism, and from there I got conclusion. The VC, staff, ladies and gentlemen, I consider being pushed to come and deliver this lecture as a pleasure and a privilege. The choice of the topic is also a tacit endorsement from unusual quarters of what we achieved in the establishment of Osun State University almost 20 years ago. I thank everyone here for being seated to listen to these very old students who had the uncommon grace to administer the affairs of two states at different times, one of which is the subject of discussion here today. I have been asked to speak on the foundational strategies for establishing those universities, the Osun State University of Ghana. I intend to approach this lecture in a relatable way, starting with why we conceive having UniOsun and how we went along. First, some conceptual clarification. What is a great university? This refers to a university with a rare blend of capacity for resource attraction, resource generation, and excellent resource management. It is a university with a solid reputation for a very good governance system and a sustainable academic rigor. Global brands such as Oxford, Cambridge, and Harvard universities easily fall into this club of great universities. On October 1st, 2006, we announced to the state the establishment of Osun State University. But that announcement was only the christening of a baby that had been conceived and nurtured for years in silence. We came into government on May 29, 2003. During my electioneering campaign in 2003, I met with communities, and each one of them advanced what they expected from our government if we came to power. A university was what the people of Osogbo primarily pushed for at a meeting we had at Osogbo City Hall. They said all they requested was the establishment of a university in Osogbo. I told them that between them, it was the last request I got during the campaign, and so I decided it would be the last to make it during my first term. We agreed that the state needed its own exclusively owned university to cater for its thousands of tertiary education-seeking youth, which will also play a role in community capacity building and all-round development of the state. However, it was clear that if we were not going to compound the problems we met, we had to do a thorough check on the architecture of the economy and education sector. The state was to have its own university, yes, but its purpose and position in the increasingly competitive world had to be properly defined. In other words, the university we were going to have must not be an addition to the problem which university system had become from 1980s through 1990s to the 21st century. We set out to be different and be excellent in all we are going to do. Our university must not be global, must be globally competitive and nationally relevant. The process to silently prepare the ground for that took a great part of the first 3 years of our administration. Then when we were ready, we came out with a university concept that was unique and different from all that have been seen since 1948. So, at the beginning, we first discussed the matter with Professor Peter Okebukola. Then the Secretary of the National University Commission in June 2006. I met Okebukola during my tour of duty as the military administrator of the university. The university, through me, made him the acting vice chancellor of Lagos State University, and he did a very good job with inventing that university. So, when I contacted the Okebukola on this Osun State University matter, he wasted no time in writing all the preliminary papers necessary for processing the application for the license of Osun University. The preliminary papers. Okebukola told me what we needed as key ingredients. I call what he gave me the strategy paper. He determined what we needed to provide to have what we wanted, a world-class university. He advised that we should get certain key matters right. Those matters I sum up here as one, the vision. This entails having a clear, ambitious, and achievable mission and vision with a clear focus on academic excellence, research impact, and societal contribution. This is achievable if we put in place robust governance structures mined by honest, patriotic, and experienced persons with diverse managerial skills. The next is funding. Closely aligned with the issue of mission is securing adequate capital to drive the vision. Having sufficient initial capital is very key. A university that starts with robust financial health is not likely to succumb easily to shocks and turbulence that will come on its way. This is achievable through a combination of endowments, government funding, private donations, and partnership. And of course, when you have enough resources, You won't have issues putting in place adequate physical infrastructure that will make cutting-edge researches possible and an attraction for top students and faculty. A university is like a tree. Its fruits tell the story of its wealth. The Alliance for Greatness of the University is academic excellence. This is achievable through deliberate recruitment of top faculty made of renowned scholars and promising researchers. Recruiting them is not enough. You have to retain them. This you may achieve by offering them competitive salaries, research freedom, and excellent facilities. A highly competent faculty will have no difficulty in helping you to develop up-to-date research-focused programs that prepare students for leadership in their fields and a curriculum that is in tune with trends in research and demands of the industry outside. Now to starting up. By the time the announcement was made on October 1st, 2006, the documents to be submitted to NUC were ready. People were rather surprised that it took only 6 weeks after the announcement to get NUC's approval in December. I remember that when I went to collect the license in Abuja, the then Abuja, the late Abuja of Osogbo, waited long hours at the government house for me to arrive so he would be the first to see the license. Let me tell the story of the approval. I said, on October 1, 2006, we announced, and by December 15, approval was granted. We got the license. So when it went on the news that the NUC had approved the establishment of the university, not many people believed it. When the news broke, the late Atoja about the Wale Machami called me, and I was sitting at the gap. Baba said, Your Excellency, is it true that they have approved the establishment of the university? I said, yes, obviously. He said, further, when are you coming back to Osun? I said, I'm already at the airport. I'm on my way. Oyinlola never told me that I will meet him in the government house. I thought it was a joke, a lo and behold. As I got to the government house, there was out there seated, waiting for me. So I said, why Baba were waiting for me over this? He said some people have gone around, even to him, to say that the promise of the university was nothing but a political gimmick, that it was not possible. I dared them, made a copy of the approval, and gave it to him. I dare say that he was the only one that got a copy of the approval. Even as I'm standing before you today, I don't have the copy. By the time Okebukole had done the good job, he had assembled solid team of well-grounded administrators in the education sector as a planning committee. This one, Professor Ayo, the leader of Obe, Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, Professor Moses Oyinlola, Director of Academic Planning, Owen University, Iwo. Professor Olagunsoye, former Registrar and Chairman of Council, UniOsun University, Okada. Professor Olusegun, Foundation Vice Chancellor of Bellstech, Professor Kolawole Adesina, BRB, Faculty of Pharmacy, Oyinlola University, Ilefe. Professor Shola Akunyade, Chairman, Committee of Date and Dean, Faculty of Arts, Oyinlola University, Ilefe. Dr. Suleiman Babatunde Oyinlola, Deputy Director, Quality Assurance National University Commission, Abuja. Taiwo Adeogun, Deputy Director, Academic Planning and Research, National University Commission, Abuja. Dr. Samuel Badiko Demoni, Senior Research Fellow, Special Projects, National University Commission, Abuja. Architect Bona Olagunsoye, Deputy Director, Physical Planning, National University Commission, Abuja. And Dr. Ennington Babatunde, a consultant. These were members of the planning committee. I told them at inauguration that we wanted to use the university to lead the standard of education in the country and to reconfigure the economy of certain areas that have not enjoyed the patronage of previous administrations. I looked at the areas that have not been enjoying frequent patronage and picked the 6 locations which I believe nobody, even with politics, will say did not meet the criteria for their selection. But equally important was our guiding principle that all parts of the state, not just the state capital, must grow together, economically and socially. And university, as we all know, are oftentimes the engine of growth in these 2 areas. So we look for those areas in our 6 territorial zones that have been least touched by government projects and put the campuses there. When this was announced to the State Executive Council and the State House of Assembly, there was nothing but applause. In addition, some individuals or groups lobbying for their towns. But that is to be expected. Since the criteria we used were open, objective, and not deviated from in any instance, such lobbies kept their peace. The vision was that if we had a multi-campus university, after some years, there might be the need to add a few more faculties to each of the colleges, and then you have an independent entity. When we established the multi-campus structure became a UNESCO model of what a modern university should be. So, our mission was to have a 6-in-1 university with the hope that between belong, the 4 respective colleges will become independent. The main issue, which is the funding. When the planning committee started research for the 6 campuses, this is what it will cost you to put up structures. This is for overhead, and that is for staff. They computed everything. It was less than 4 billion to put up the seats campuses on the bachelor. I met Mrs. Cecilia Igbo, the CEO of the then Excellency, and I told her, this is my mission. I need this money. She said all I need to do was to domicile the state solution account in a bank, and then we will arrange for the repayment schedule. We did that, and it came to less than 300 million every month, and the payment will go on for 11 months or thereabouts. That was the last project for me in my first half. We signed the agreement. We got the loan, an initial sum of 2.5 billion naira was given to the committee to build and nurture the new university. This was later increased to 2.65 billion in this construction. As soon as allocation came from Nigeria, the loan repayment was taken, and what remained was spent on salaries and the other ongoing projects. That was how we were able to pay everything back to the last quarter within 11 months. Our sustainable funding strategy. The committee recommended a funding arrangement that will make the measure we are putting in place sustainable. It suggested that the monthly contribution, 5% of the allocations to 30 local governments be made for capital development of the university for the first 10 years. We accepted the recommendation and got the State House of Assembly to buy into the vision by enacting relevant law that legalize the policy. We made sure the committee was given a free hand to operate. I, as a person, did not impose any contractor on them and did not allow any operative authority to do so. That, I would say, explains the prompt delivery of the projects and the quality of job done. It is instructive that several years after we left government and until recently, apart from the ETL projects, the state government did not have anything to what we left in November 2010, while the 5% local government contribution was also stopped by the successor. It is to the credit of the management of the university that it survived the years despite this great evaluation. This was confirmed by my successor, Governor Olagunsoye, in the wake of LabTech crisis in May 2017. And this was reported by several newspapers. He said, and I quote, 3 years ago, it became obvious we were no longer supporting UniOsun. We said UniOsun should fund itself, and before then, we had cut their school fees from 175,000 to 100,000, and I think that is for medicine, and 125,000 to 65,000 for other courses. And yet, with 9 universities, with 5% we are getting from the local government system. Strangely, UniOsun with 12,000 students with 6 campuses in different towns survive. The accreditation program. At inception, all courses, including medicine and law, which are always the difficult ones, were approved. They were fully accredited. Everything worked according to our strategy and plans. When the team that was to accredit the law program came, they were expecting to see a converted secondary school. They met the College of Law, built on virgin land in a fertile area. Just one visitation was what we had, and then the accreditation was given. Impressed by what they saw, they said we should hire a hostel to what we had on ground for the fertile, and they quickly did that. Another approval that we got, which was beyond the expectation of the people, was the medical school. I knew Baba, the late Professor Olagunsoye, that he had been playing critical roles in the establishment of quite a number of teaching hospitals. As from the time we were planning a medical program, he had already signed off on active involvement in administrative duties. However, because of his relation with Osun, I went to meet him in his house in Ibadan. I pleaded that I wanted him to do this last one for me. He told me that day that he had a liking for me as a person, that without Obasanjo's intervention, he would have willingly accepted to do it for me, and he accepted. So he came on board, and we got our medical program fully arranged. We were using the state hospital as the approach to the initial teaching hospital, while we commenced creating funds needed to start a proper teaching hospital, which will not be needed anyway until the first set reached the clinical class. And the money that was actually needed for the teaching hospital was less than 1 billion. We did our own work better. The teaching hospital was not just to train medical doctors, it was also designed to do for Osogbo what UCH is doing for Ibadan in terms of guaranteeing jobs and engendering the post-economic transformation of the country. Imagine having a world-class teaching hospital in Osogbo with patients coming in from across the world. That prospect excited me greatly. Then we suddenly left government in November 2010. No thanks to Justice Adel Salami. I was surprised to learn soon after that the successor regime stopped the medical program and sent our children to Ukraine. Sometimes in the year 2016, the University Authority told me that the medical accreditation would last in December that year, and they wanted me to put in words to the governor, which I did. If you took a loan to build the entire 6 campuses, what will it take for us to take 1 billion to build a hospital? The governor promised to look into it. However, I did not, but I'm happy that after several years, the program has been resuscitated. the takeoff. When we go for admission application, the website was crashed about 3 times because of the huge traffic to the website. Somebody called me and said, "What is happening? Is it everybody that goes to your school that you obtain in first class? Or why does everybody want to go there?" In fact, at a point, I looked at it from the political point of view. I felt some people are playing sabotaging our efforts. At the end of the day, I think we had about 100,000 and 410 applications. As of that time, the highest number of applications to UniOsun was 56,000. And did we come about 100,000 and 410 wanting to go to a university that was just established? I call it an unknown university. Then one of my seniors in the military, wanted to know how somebody could get placement in the university. I thought it was a good avenue to get a candid opinion. So I asked him, what makes you want somebody to go to this school which they have just established? So then he told me that the people who were on the establishment committee were very credible, heads in education management in Nigeria. That was what made me very secure that we were on the right track. And the breakdown of the applicants that time was followed. College of Agriculture, 5,472. College of Education, 1,834. College of Health Sciences, 12,680. College of Engineering, Science, Technology, 16,718. College of Management and Social Sciences, 58,727. College of Humanities and Culture, 4,970. All totaling 100,410. I want to say here that the money realized from the first post-UTME was used to build the university of the day. The university honored me by giving that auditorium. My successor came and removed the name. But since time change is everything, he instructed the replacement of the school. All the applicants went through a rigorous screening process. They were assessed based on the following parameters: competence, disciplinary subject matter, good command of written and spoken English, exemplary comportment, and low potential to participate in social vices, particularly politics. And out of the 1,410 applicants, the carrying capacity was about 2,000, and these were the first set of students admitted into the admission. I did not have a candidate among those admitted, and to the best of my knowledge, every student admitted came by merit. Stable academic calendar. We were very clear on the kind of university we want. one that will not be afflicted with malady and instability of academic calendar, but the main bane of university education in the country. We put certain policies in place, chief of which were that for permanent students and staff of the institution, there will be no UniOsun. I think that is based on the private university model. What the workers were made to sign undertakings that there will be no strike following the teaching years of the school. The quality of teaching staff were also carefully controlled in such a way that no academic staff was below the rank of lecturer 2, while PhD holders were given reference. So the college are lecturers. All the lecturer 2 that were admitted, I think about 40 were selected to pursue their PhD program at the expense of the university, so that we can train the standard and the quality of education in the university. Now to the future of our university. Our vision was that by the time it attained the 28th year of its establishment, all the colleges should have become firm enough to take on one or two faculties to make them independent university. When we talk of physical achievement, the university remained the greatest of the physical legacies and left to the administration of Osun State. In concrete terms, UniOsun with about 1,000 academic and non-academic staff who earn their living there this year. A lot of joy. Now to criticism, which I think I shared a bit of it with this while we were in Suffolk. The university, and by implication also take on, was initially criticized for two decisions. One, the supposedly high school fees charge, and two, the multi-campus setup. However, that the fees were not so high as to be beyond the reach of parents is evident by the continuously rising number of applicants year to year. On the multi-campus setup for the university, all I can say is that UniOsun is a concept university. The university founded on certain concepts and a vision. The multi-campus setup is part of the concept and the vision, and it is complemented by the nature and contents of courses run in the university. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I have discovered the establishment of UniOsun using its history as the narrative of the strategy we employ. Of course, doing all that we did and succeeding depended on God factor, which was beyond our control. Wàhálà ní ti ẹ̀kọ́ ọlọ́run ló fi ṣe òkà. For those who don't understand that, what I said was that efforts are for the farmers to put. It is God that is whether the planted yam will germinate and give its returns. If we succeed in having a world-class university in UniOsun, well, it is on record that we put everything necessary in place to have a great world-class university as encased in the vision and mission statement. You were steadily in the path, and the figures showed exactly that. However, we led government before the first set of universities of the university graduated. They were removed suddenly by the Nigerian judiciary 6 months before the end of the second term. The very hostile government succeeded us and refused to share both the enthusiasm and vision with which we conceived and birthed the institution. The story of that opponent is well told and well recorded in history. How the vision of the university was handled by those who succeeded us is well documented too. My job is that despite the tempest and the hurricanes, the solid foundation we gave the university has kept it standing on the platform of excellence to the glory of God, and a salute to the toil and sacrifice of the team I work with, led by Professor Oyinlola. To God be all the glory. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I've told you enough. I will not take people stop for you. I thank you all for your attention. May the good God bless you.
Please let's sustain the clap. We have done a good job. We have done a good job. Please let's sustain the clap. Let's really appreciate him. Let's show him that he has done well. That he delivered the lecture excellently. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you, sir. We'll be moving on to the next item on the agenda, which is question and answer. Comment, question, and answer. There is anybody who has question based on the lecture that has been delivered? Foundational strategies for establishing great universities, the UniOsun example. If you have questions, please kindly raise up your hand. Let's see how many people have questions. Prof. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I'm still standing on the register protocol. Sir, I don't have any question to ask. I'm just excited to be in this program today. When I got the paper that the registry is having their 8th registry lecture, and it was sent to my office and they said, the former governor of Osun State is coming to me. I said, where would they get that one to come? What came to my mind was when, like, in the biblical stories, when Gabriel came and told Mary, you're going to give birth to the Lord, and gave us some messages, she kept pondering that in her heart. Even up to this morning, as I was coming into the campus this week, I now saw the poster. I said, the registrar is still keeping the photograph of this man. Where will he get these politicians to come and talk to us? As I was coming from our office, I decided to go very early. I think I'm the first dealing to get into this auditorium. I wanted to be sure, is it really true? So when I came and I didn't see Aseka, I didn't see all those political mottos and whatever saying, no problem. So when I came here and I told some of them, say, we are dealing with politicians. He may not even come. Somebody said he has been around 2 hours ago. In fact, I'm so excited. I want to commend the registrar. You have done a mile. Any registry lecture, you must not go down because you expect something higher. And in fact, sir, what you put us through, I know that my visit is recording something. He is very good at writing. Those in small letters, you will see what will come out of it. You have given us an eye-opener, another vision and focus, direction that in Bellstech University, which we are going to step up. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm humbled by your humility. I expected a political but you delivered your lecture so technocratically. Thank you very much.
Sir, I must commend you for a well-delivered lecture. I must commend you for your articulation, and I must say your knowledge of the subject matter was outstanding. And it was never expected of a soldier. I mean, because you said it yourself, and it was a story of a visionary leader. And starting your own university, I know this is just be a shy thing. It was never a boring presentation because you told a story in which you were the main actor. But my question is this, just one question. How were you able to break the NUC standard of saying multi-campuses should not be more than social distance from the main campus? Because I know there was a guideline, I don't know maybe it still exists, but I know it existed at the time that multi-campuses should not be so and so distant from each other. How are you able to break that? Sir, we thank you for coming, and we cannot thank you enough because we are educated. Thank you, and Professor.
Thanks so much for the question. But I want to plead that since you all know me and my name, please grant me the indulgence to know those who are asking me questions. So that when I meet you on the road, I say, oh, she had that question. And he, thanks for your comment, Madam. Professor Atasi. That name sounds like Tignin. Atasi, oh, well done.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate your comments. My sincere thanks to you. The second question has to do with how we are able to navigate the registry policy that campuses must be of certain distance from the main one. I'm told that for that I can prove. You see, that comes to planning too. like the reason for maybe putting that policy is to avoid much campuses. But we laid out a plan to build the 6 campuses and taking 2.6 billion euros. So they know exactly what we are putting up. And that is why if you go and enjoy the campuses, what the infrastructure there are sometimes better than some existing universities. So we got the money and put proper infrastructure to support the colleges. So the NUC had no inhibition in granting our desire. And don't forget, in the name of Osun, I'm don't come. Okebukala was the NUC secretary. Through my friend, I made him acting museum out there. That's where the story started. Let me put it out.
Okay, thank you, sir. I would like to stand on the already well-established protocol. My name is Dr. Oyinlola. I want to draw your attention to another major criticism of the establishment of this university there. I can remember then in Osun, because I am from Osun. People used to say that you intentionally cited College of Management Sciences in your town. Just to draw, because they have the largest number of students. So I want to ask, what was the criteria used in citing these campuses? Because the one in Ejibo and Ipetu, they don't have the number of students that they have in Kudu. Thank you, sir.
Where are you from, please?
I am from Oyinlola in Osun. In fact, my father served in your cabinet as a permanent secretary general services.
Who is that?
Dipo Yedeji.
Okay. So Yedeji. There is a saying in Yoruba that Adi fi ọwọ́ fún àpè ọjọ́ olójú. You understand me? After you are you don't rub it on your own face. If I am to go or to follow the trend or the style of governors who have done the establishment, nothing will stop me taking the entire to. Others have done it. Nothing will happen. When they establish, what's the name of this? Okay, as part of Polytechnic Ibadan, they took some faculties to the town of Olagunsoye. He laid the town of SM Afalabi, who was deputy governor. Was that also? Right? They are reminding me of Ambrose Ali. So, that I took that for them. committed any crime. In fact, that's the reason I'm done. So, I'm a baby.
Thank you, sir. My name is Oyinlola, and I want to join my voice. I want to join my voice with other speakers that are before me. I want to appreciate you for this timely and informative presentation this afternoon. We pray for grace to able. I remember during our own time, seeking for admission to university in 80s. It was so competitive, involved a lot of struggle, and we want to appreciate what our former service administration did in this country, able to give license to private university. But my question now is this: considering some vibrant youths after being trained in Nigeria and we go outside the country, how do we retain lecturers in academic university system, sir? So what is your advice in this direction? That's my question. Thank you.
Thanks so much for the question. Retaining the services of lecturers requires some deliberate government policies. When we were establishing UniOsun, we placed all lecturers 2 steps ahead of their class in federal institution. And that's why we were able to pursue our policies of no unionism, no nepotism. In fact, on the matriculation day, every student signed the paper of oath that he will not take part in any nepotism, that he should be suspended. They all signed it on the day of matriculation. So we know what we are calling for. We know what we are doing. That's why we provided the opportunities for master's degree holders to come into the university so that they can obtain their PhD at the expense of the university for quality teaching in the university. So if you want to retain our lecturers or other professionals, we must reward output. It's not just have a PhD and they are not giving the output commensurate to that degree. That is what we call undershot. So unless we do that, people will still be looking for greener pasture. There's a saying in Yoruba, Ositi Banda Delos, Lolo Fellows alone, tí owó ilá rẹ̀ tó bá ti gbé láyé. Ṣùgbọ́n ó kẹ̀yìn sí òdo, ó kẹ̀yìn sí òòrùn, kéèyàn ó kó ilá láwìn kó má sanwó, àlejò méjì ti lọ bọ́lọ̀ délé o. If you take care of them, why would they want to go outside? But that is the problem that is in that sector. I will pray that it is not attract the government attention. It's unfortunate that it's happening, but the only place to go.
Thank you very much. Visionary and indefatigable Vice Chancellor, guest lecturer, all protocols really observed. My name is Mr. Ayo Oyoze. I'm the National President, Guild of Public Affairs Analysts of Nigeria, and the media consultant to Bellstech University of Technology. This is one of the best lectures I've attended here over the past 9 years. Can we please give a standing ovation? Standing ovation. Thank you very much, thank you very much. Now sit down. First and foremost, I want to use this opportunity to tell the management of this university to have a compilation of the summary of the lectures that have been delivered here over the years into a book if you want good governance in this country. That is one. Secondly, as the president of GPAC, which is an association made up of people you see that are very active analyzing national and international issues on radio, on television, and we have columns in the newspapers. We are going to do a lot in terms of propagating what we have done now. That is one. Secondly, in terms of question, I want to ask, from your own wealth of experience, what type of pieces of advice will you give to private universities in terms of, what they should do to upgrade their standards to that of the international level, like the vision you had right from the beginning? That is one of the questions. Then the other question is, in your own candid opinion, as a patriot, do you think we need more private universities? Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
on the first question as to advice to private universities to come to the attainment of international standard, I think most, if not all, the private universities are working towards establishing a name for themselves. And the good name they are trying to create for themselves is born out of the kind of vision they have, the kind of faculties that they proclaim. And every private university, I think, they are all doing the best to give the best to students. Hence, despite the cost, people are still doing them. I know if you have to compare some of the private universities with the government owned, the gap in terms of ability and capabilities, the difference is always very clear. Let me give you an example. After Oyinlola University has built into the law curriculum all the subjects that is being taught at the law school. So somebody who has been learning about what happens at law school, through which will be called to the bar, when they get to law school, there's no graduation. That if you have 10 first class coming down, in the minimum you see 4 from Africa. That's to tell you that they have gone extra mile to build into the curriculum of the law faculty what is needed to prepare the students for the future. And that is why you see people wanting to go and do their law in UniOsun. I think every private institution will want to excel, unlike the government university that you said, the water will die. Should there be need for more universities, whether private or public? What is the ratio of the present number of universities compared with the population and compared with the youth needing to go into tertiary institution? That will tell us whether we need more or not. How many university singing students are being rejected by JAM every year? I think they run into their thousands, if not millions. That explains to me the simple thinking that we need more universities.
Thank you, sir. I'm Professor Kukoriji. While adopting the existing protocol, we appreciate His Excellency for the solid foundation that has been laid at UniOsun. But Bells has always been packed in a way of UniOsun because there was a kind of collaboration when the university was established with the Vice Chancellor, Professor Akiriade, who actually visited here. And we also had a pioneer Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Babalola, then Professor Debbie and others going to UniOsun to go and put some of the curriculum in place. So Bells has always been interwoven one way or the other with UniOsun. We also want us to continue with the collaboration of involving Bells in your university. And we also hope that there will be more benefits accruing even to both sides. If I may just ask a question, what do you think can be done? Because whether we like it or not, we still consider the quota system. I know it's from Osun State. Do you have such challenges even in state universities? And how were you able to overcome in terms of all the local regions that have been established? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. My relationship with Chief Olagunsoye can be likened to the marital vow that the death was past. So, whatever I see good in its undertakings, I copy. Whatever I see in the other one too, I copy. So whatever is putting into this institution that is causing it to progress to the administration of the whole world, I think we have no alternative than to follow suit. I'm told that a right that has already laid to child will not miss itself a God. If you want to, I don't know how many of you have done the local hunting in the village. I did a lot of it. When you see the rat trap, just scatter it. And when they are beating the bush, when they get to that place, they remain stagnant. They can't go anywhere because no more room. So when we see a good example being laid, it's time for us to copy good things for the sake of the country. On quota system, quota system in which aspect? Admission into the school or employment into the school or something of that, I don't know. Both. Why we establish UniOsun, like I said in my presentation, purely on merit. There was nothing like a quota or no quota. I have an experience. One of my dance man came to me and said, they admitted a boy whose score was lower than his own, and he was denied. Say yes, sir. That's what happened. Okay, go and print out the result of the man you are talking about, and bring your own result too. So I'm able to ask Bishop, how is the first coming last and last coming next? Maybe I will see you back tomorrow. We did everything based on merit, including the selection of the lecture. Anybody who knows who became the first vice chancellor of the university, can ask him, when the interview was conducted, he beat my own cousin, Professor Basu, by half a point. Just half a point. Professor Kebukola will testify. When they brought it to three of them, that the visitor or the governor and to pick whoever I want to be the DC out of the three. And I asked them, why do you have to worry me? Somebody came first, another one came second. Somebody came third. Okay, maybe you want me to put my hand. I pick number one to BBC, number two, BBC. Bye-bye. That was it. And the BBC eventually became BC after Akere. So maybe my actions had the influence of my religious background. Because I always ask myself, if we come before your Creator tomorrow, how will you explain picking number two over number one? Because for every position you have, I think you have the blessing of the Lord to be there. So you must do his work according to his will. That is what is always guiding me, whatever I do, even as a government. So nothing in my own time like quota or no quota. We did not do that.
And the Vice Chancellor, sir, the Excellency, thank you for the lecture. First and foremost, I want to ask, sir, if you have another opportunity, what would you have done different of establishing? Now that you want to establish your own university, what do you think you will do differently from what you did at UniOsun? That's number one. Number two is just a comment on the issue of Yapa. Me, I'm of the opinion that Yapa is good for this country. And that is why I've been advocating that we try and establish our College of Medicine so that we produce these students for them. It's also a source of revenue for us. Let's continue to produce. We have more than enough. If we have, if we need 10,000 doctors, let's produce. We still have our own people that will work here. That's next. That's my comment. My last question is the issue of continuity. I remember the same thing happened to Osun State University when Dr. Olagunsoye established the university. They have concluded all arrangement to take loan to establish that university in a world-class standard. Unfortunately, Buhari struck on December 31st, and that thing cannot hold. The same model was used for Osun hotels. They took loans from a collaboration with the Israelis and the people. Osun hotel as the Bote, Abekuta, and those hotels were first-class hotels. So, unfortunately, we could not take that 1 billion naira loan to build your College of Medicine because of lack of continuity. Is it possible to use law, or what can we use? I don't know, because you're a lawyer, you're a politician. How do we ensure continuity of good policies? And when I go for this, I don't want to say, I wanted to say something, I don't want to say, when our government refuse or decides not to continue with good policies, is there nothing we as citizens can do? Thank you, sir.
What would I have done differently? Sincerely speaking, I don't know. I'm being sincere because if you take note of when my citation was given, I joined the army at the age of 18 during the Civil War, and I served for 30 years. Not that I was tired though. Like the Baba said, those of us who have tasted the forbidden fruit, we must go. So, the greater part of my developing as a man was served in the army. Hence, I sort of live the regimented life. So, if there is anything, there are those who are only possible of the island. Some of the gurus, non-gurus in this educational sector, perfected. No, I don't know what I will have done. Maybe this one that I'm building, I'm only telling them if tomorrow, who is Olagunsoye, unless and if there is no Osun State, no Lagos State again, that's when my name will go extinct out of this. Unless there is no town called Okuku, that's when the name of Olagunsoye Oyinlola will go into extinct. I say in 100 years' time, who will know that woman that gave birth to Olagunsoye? And that's why I said, tonight, I'm building this institution to immortalize my mother's name. All the nitty-gritties I left for the gurus that know everything about it. Well, I will not want to be on your side or this Yamba reason. Whatever we do, it is to the detriment of the wellness and well-being of Nigerians. If you don't have enough, what is the ratio of doctors to population? What is the ratio? Do we have it? So, if we have more than enough, yes, I know there's a kind of, let's say, reverse development through the capacity. But the normal techniques that you have seen, I've seen some my email that when they go out, they don't abandon their home. Whatever knowledge they acquire, they send it back home. When I was training in India and Pakistan, that is 77, I went with a camera. It has to be recorded that I was go out with that camera. 77. They made air conditioner. The component that is cooling my room was the fan, the rotor fan, the grass, and water. That's all. But today, they are producing what glass. That is the reverse technology concept. If we are deliberate at achieving that, no problems. But this that everybody is doing, one thing I know, whether now or later, where they are going to be separated. I think I am told that they are conducting examination for nurses when they are not, where they are starting. But what damage would have been done to those of us that are left, especially the poor people living in the rural area? Some for years never see a doctor. And that's why everybody takes because of Oyinlola, Babalawo, and the likes, and losing lives. So if we have a deliberate policy to advance development through Java, there are no objection. There are people who are suffering at home. Continuity. There was a time during Baba's regime that the policy was put in place that there was the national economic development needs, then the state level and to the local government. That document was made by every of the society at the national, at the state level, and local government level. That document collates what will be done at each level and for the time that everybody is spending in office. So what is expected is that to achieve continuity, when you come to office, take the list or state economic development strategy. Where at the last government stopped, you continue. You are not supposed to initiate any meeting outside that government. The last of people about that document now don't take care. you can find copy website. So when there is no continuity of policy, then any other thing will be discontinued. Okay.
So once again, we want to appreciate you so much for coming, for honoring us here. We are very, very grateful. And the next item on the agenda, I'll be inviting the registrar for the presentation.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, shall we give a round of applause for the Thank you very much. I'm going to privilege to invite the guest lecturer, His Excellency. Yes, I'd like to step forward. I'd like to propose for him today. His Excellency has delivered a very, very outstanding lecture today, based on his experience on the establishment of universities. He did it in Osun State and trying to establish his own private university. And based on our discussion, I accept the offer of appointment as a UniOsun. I will discuss with the ECD. Thank you very much, sir, for the offer. No, the offer has already been made, so the job of formalizing the process. Thank you very much, sir. Now, what we are going to present here is too heavy for me to present with His Excellency. And it's a very huge task for me. But somebody is going to make it seamless, simplify it, and make it direct. Let me invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor. We should also clap for the Vice Chancellor. It was part of that meeting of the appointment. It was also part of
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of every one of us here today, I want to thank you. Yeah, it's just we don't stop saying thank you. See two friendly men waiting each other. You can go to the road and come back and you'll sit there. Our thank you will finish when the work comes. So we say thank you again. So on behalf of Bellstech University of Technology Department, we want to appreciate you for the thoughtfully put together paper, well presented paper, well created thoughts, even in answering our questions. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. It's an award of excellence from the Registry Department. Thank you. Usually when you get home, we have a souvenir from you, it's a souvenir from the university. We believe that when you get home, this calendar will be part of the school that everybody uses, advertising our university. There's a book in there telling the story of girls in 10 years. That's what we find that go through with our history. Other things are souvenirs. Thank you very much for doing that system.
the next item on the program is closing remark. We have brought in a big masquerade, and they are requesting me to give a closing remark when the chief host is around. So I invite the chief host to give the closing remark.
That's a political statement. I hope when it's time to take the big thing, give it to me. Once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me first and foremost start from the Bellstech Secondary School. I want to sincerely appreciate the Bellstech Secondary School for being there all the time. Thank you for ensuring that there is that unity between the Bellstech Secondary School and Bellstech University. So we are all one and the same. Principal, thank you so much for what you're doing. We are very, very proud of you. Let me mention this that the last UTME, when I saw the first 10, the first was 350 something score. I think we should give a round of applause. The list among the first 10 is about 260, 250 something score. That means you're doing well. It's an excellent exam. You don't have any influence on it. Please keep on keeping up. God is a very good work. All members of staff of Bellstech University take a children here. And patronize us more. Then let me thank our deans, professors who are here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your kind words to the guest lecturer. I think he deserves it. So I give to thank all of you professors for being here, members of staff, those who are from Osun, thank you for coming. Those who are not from Osun, are here too. We exist and we continue to exist. Thank you for being here. Let me thank the students for being here too. You've learned a lot. And they say one grows daily by experience. When you hear from old elders, you know that you have grown in wisdom. Thank you for coming, thank you for being there, thank you for listening. I want to thank the management team for being around. Thank you for always being there. You're going to move on. And move back. Thank you for and the registry, thank you for bringing our guest lecturer in. You know that you did a lot of work to get in here. Thank you for doing all the legwork. When Asiwaju Olagunsoye came here, we thanked him a lot too. And when we came back, he does something for us. I'm sure that the guest lecturer today will look back. I'm sure you will look back, sir. We have Asiwaju Olagunsoye building. We want to have Olagunsoye in another building. And I'm sure that it's something you have done, you are doing, and you can do. One not being in the peace, but I think that's something that I'm sure the guest lecturer today will write down, will note down, and will perhaps the usual way get back to the vice chancellor through Baba, and I'll do something too. Well, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for presenting your paper. Thank you for increasing our knowledge. I'm sure quite a number of professors here will call you sometime to come and assist in establishing universities. We know what to do. Every professor here has a potential vice chancellor. We don't want to go get there. If only UTME, you can get a building. But then we have learned a lot. If that's only we are picking away as professors, that's only. That is a high level of blessing. I want to thank you for teaching us that today. I'm sure we're going to be more confident in our schedule and do much more also. Once again, Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, former governor of Osun State, we are sincerely very grateful. We appreciate you for what you've done, for what you're doing, and for what you're yet to do. Thank you very much. God bless you.
We thank the Vice Chancellor for that wonderful closing remarks. Let me now call on Yoruba Chairman for the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. Well, I think, thank God my boss has done the main thing, and I'm not going to tell you that things after that. But I'd like to appreciate each and every one of us, and I must confess that we have enjoyed unprecedented support from everybody here. When we started the planning and everything, at some point it was like, it is impossible, but God made it possible, and each and every one of you. I didn't sound when you are not here. At each point, when we approach people for support one way or the other, the responses have been tremendous, tremendously positive. And we thank you personally on behalf of the local organizing committee, and on behalf of ANOVA, and generally on behalf of the registry, and especially on behalf of the registrar. I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I call on Mrs. Toastmasters for the closing prayer.
I want to like the strength of this environment. In the mighty name of Allah, we thank Almighty Allah for the opportunity given to us to gather here today, to gather and learn together. We are grateful for the knowledge shared, instinct gained, and the discussion that we have learned that have broadened our understanding. May Almighty God let it help us to retain and apply all what we have learned today. May Almighty Allah continue to bless our university. May Almighty Allah keep us all safe and healthy. Let all our efforts contribute positively to our society and to the entire world. Bismillah la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-azim.
In closing, we make the school anthem, then the national anthem.
Free,
Thank you. Let us stand while the principal officer